186 beyond to Davison Avenue.
When at the time you broke the rule, right? Like, you still had to. 248-539-9797.
I think you brought up, listen, the banners stay down, the Heisman stays away, but you welcome them back.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I think
because times have changed.
Exactly. Yeah. Just like the caller brought up, I agree, because marijuana, you could sell, like,
I don't want you
a
to
dime
for
bag
50 years because you're so. Yes.
And now it's legal. It looks crazy. Yeah.
I'm fine if you want to move forward and say, hey, you shouldn't be doing life in jail.
Done enough time already for, you know.
And for USC to try to keep Reggie Bush away from USC as they did for so many years, that is ridiculous because USC is the one that paid him.
Exactly.
That's done.
That's not USC.
That's something. You can't now take this stance and go out and go, oh, sorry. Guess what? Pete Carroll should never step foot there. Because what I'm saying is, I cleared in 2021. I wouldn't clear in 05. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to find it. And that's common sense. Consequences for the action. And 5 nights for this.
introduction meeting, maybe we should figure if you want to go that hard or not. Going that hard first, let's start with Chris Webber. He did not get paid to go to Mitchell.
No, I cleared that up. He got paid.
Okay. But, it's really not fair and cool to put that out there like that.
Well, I corrected it, so if
I
you...
understand. Let's talk about Reggie Bush, because you went hard on him, too.
Yeah.
So if you took the money that he got paid, that his father and family got paid.
Some of them will. But if yours does not need an appraisal, that's going to save you money to the tune of up to $750. Plus, the majority of their loans, they close in 10 business days or less. I know all this because I refinanced with Hall Financial years ago, and I'm completely satisfied with that process. process. Hall Financial wants to give their clients the fastest service without cutting corners or compromising accuracy. They're open on the weekends. That's give them a call today or head out to the website and get more information at hallfirst.com. That's hallfirst.com. On a hot day, there's nothing like walking into your home and getting hit with a blast of cold, refreshing
At the
air.
light,
Unless your
use the
house
right
is
lane
just
to take a
hot all
slight
the time.
right turn onto
Then
East
all you want is
McNichols
some
Road.
relief. USA Insulation fixes hot homes. Because once their premium foam fills up your walls, you'll get relief from sleepless hot nights. You'll get relief from big electric bills. And you'll get relief from family members being cranky about the heat. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Shoot, even your AC unit will get some relief. And you know every time that thing clicks on, it's costing you money. Put an end to the madness once and for all. Get your home insulated the right way with USA Premium Foam Insulation. And here's the deal you don't want to miss. For a limited time, when they foam
At the next light, turn left.
So stop sweating and start saving. Call today, 1-800-USA-FOAM. That's 1-800-USA-FOAM or USAinsulation.net.
At Shell, you know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up, there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never
At the
pay
light,
full price for
turn
gas.
left onto Mound Road.
Stack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. Engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gas. See full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. Use Microban 24 sanitizing spray to keep surfaces sanitized all day. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses and
In
liquids.
7.3 miles, turn right onto Beebe Avenue.
Microban 24 keeps killing bacteria for 24 hours touch after touch. When use is directed, Microban 24, touch after touch, it doesn't give up.
Wine Garden is Metro Detroit's top shop for price and selection for beer, wine, spirits, cigars, and single barrel bourbon. Wine Garden on the Harbor, south of 9 in St. Clair Shores, and the new location on I-10 Sugar in Sterling Heights.
97.1 The Ticket at Ellison Brewery at Team Hop. Introducing the Ticket American Lager and the Ticket Double Dry Hop Hazy Pale Ale. Look for them on tap near you. Must be 21. Enjoy responsibly.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Ferrell of National Benefit Plan. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbthealth.com.
This hour's ticket signing bonus keyword is BLAST. Text BLAST to 72881 for your chance at $1,000.
That's just you. There's no way.
Yellow flag. The ticket text.
Yeah, we're gonna gold one, I guess.
Ticket text says, hold on, Reggie asking for the Heisman is perfectly fair. He didn't ask for it back when the previous rules were in place. He isn't saying I didn't break the rules back then. He's saying now the rules have changed. I'd like my respect back.
I do get that argument to an extent. I wouldn't personally do it, but we go back to, like the marijuana laws, because it's, it was, you're over punishing for something that,
The difference is there, like, that's jail time. Like,
Yes,
Reggie Bush isn't in, if Reggie Bush was in jail for this,
Let him out of jail.
I'd let him out right now.
Exactly.
But wait a second.
But it's apples and oranges, okay? Because you're talking specifically with the marijuana then and marijuana now. What you're talking about then is a recruiting violation. What we're talking about now is name, image, and likeness. Now, if Reggie Bush
Which was
got,
a recruiting violation back
well,
then.
but if Reggie Bush was, you know, if the trouble was that he was doing ads for a real estate company, he was endorsing, you know.
But they couldn't, so this is the way they did it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So,
you
like,
know what I'm saying? That there is a difference. It's like Chris
No,
Webber
the-
took money. Flat out just took money. It
because
wasn't
he
like
couldn't do a name and likeness thing. Like, say, for example, Ed Martin goes, hey, I'm going to give you this much money. All you got to do is pimp Coney Island down the
Or
street.
go sign autographs.
That's what
Right.
they would have done. But they couldn't do that, so they had to do the backdoor deals.
I'm just saying, you know, it maybe would have been better if Webber actually was signing autographs for free, but got paid by Ed Martin. Would that have made more sense? For him to have a leg to stand on today.
I hear what you're saying, because Manziel admitted to this, by the way. He's basically signed autographs for, like, I think it was $20 a pop or whatever it was. And, I mean, I guess they just cut out the middle part and said, here, just take the money. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
yeah.
But what's the
But
point,
actual
though?
work that you're supposed to do, which is name, image, and likeness, and we're just cutting you the cash, that's where I see there's a difference. I think there's a lot of differences, but I mean, whatever. Hey, God bless them. They were fantastic athletes. I won't forget watching them play. That's not going to change. I won't stop thinking about Reggie Bush being the best player in college football that year. Yep. They take the Heisman away from him. Okay. I remember him as the Heisman Trophy winner. I can't forget Michigan calling, you know, and Chris Webber specifically calling timeout in the final game. So that meant they got to the Final Four. I won't forget that. Right?
Right.
So there's no banner up in Chrysler, whatever. I mean, everybody knows they played. But no, I mean, you're Michigan. You're not in any hurry to put the banner back up there.
Well, no, and I don't think it's going to happen. Just like I don't think Reggie's going to get his
He's
Heisman.
not going to get his
And
Heisman.
no, but I am sympathetic to the fact that they didn't get to play in today's rules, right? I mean, we now look back at that time and go, even at the time, some people were saying these athletes are getting a raw deal, they're being exploited, they're not being able to capitalize on the fact that they are the product, they are the draw, they are the reason people are watching a Final Four game. It's Chris Webber,
Sure.
not the Block M dribbling the ball up and down the floor.
But let's not also forget the benefits that the athlete gets for being a student scholarship athlete.
They get some,
Don't say some. They get their entire tuition paid for. Okay?
Which isn't nothing.
So, you're damn right it's not nothing.
but it's
Particularly when
not
you're-
what their full worth is.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I think that we forget that there is a lot that they get that people just want to push off to the side that the average college student would kill for. You imagine the average college student who's got to pay student loans up to their neck, right? To somehow accommodate for the $30,000 a year it costs for tuition. You got room and board costs. You got food costs. You got your books to be paid for. Maybe you need a tutor. You know, you got all these things that you have to balance. And on top of that, you're working a part-time job because you're trying to help pay for all that. Athlete doesn't have to worry about that. I'm not saying the athletes aren't getting exploited, because to a point they have been and they are. But I just want people to remember that the benefit of being a scholarship athlete,
Stay
there
in
are
the left 2
benefits.
lanes.
And the athlete gets a stipend per month, which is actually getting paid.
Actual money. Yes.
Actual cold hard cash to help offset some other expenses you might have for being a college student.
We're going to find out exactly to what degree they were missing out starting yesterday, right? I mean, we'll see very literally in a free market with businesses, hey, come do an autograph signing at my dealership. Hey, drive my car off the lot. Hey, come out and, you know, do an all-you-can-eat night at my restaurant. Be on a billboard. Post a social media post. We're going to see how much money was actually missed out on. And for some athletes, it's going to be big, like a Reggie Bush or a Chris Webber.
Few athletes, but the majority of athletes are just going to be all the awesome stuff that you just mentioned, Gator.
Yeah.
That's a majority of student, scholarship athletes. They're still just gonna get that, and that's it, which is really good. It's
great.
Don't get me wrong, but you can't leave out the fact that that's a lot better than your regular student does. But you can't leave out the fact that they're the ones with the talent and skill, and what they do to earn what they got.
Yeah.
It's not like they were just given it.
Well, I mean, sure, it's a little scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, but that's what it is. I mean, there are also students that, some of those students, there's no way in hell they could have gotten into that school to begin with.
Yeah, because they have the talent.
I understand, and look what they're getting for it.
Yeah,
They're
that's
getting
something.
something for it. It's
Yeah, but not
just-
enough. Not enough.
Yeah.
That's the only distinction I would make.
I mean, but I just want people to understand that there is something there. It's not nothing. And any student out there that's listening, or anybody that is still paying off student loans, they're probably saying an amen right now, because they're going to be paying off those student loans for decades. Some of them.
Yeah, no, I mean, quite a few. More ticket text on this. Bush broke the rules, and the banners shouldn't be given back, since him being paid helped and profited the university. But Bush absolutely should receive his trophy, as being paid didn't change how good he was as a player. That's Matt and Macomb. I think he meant Weber broke the rules and banners shouldn't be given.
I know banner for Bush.
Right, exactly. That's what I was confused about. This one says, generally, I would agree with you guys. Rules should be followed, but in this case, I'm on Reggie's side because I'm for any outcome that makes the NCAA look stupid, foolish, and incompetent. Okay? I think they do that to themselves quite a bit.
They do that to themselves without a doubt. But, I mean, what we saw yesterday is the end of amateur athleticism.
And it's maybe the official signal of the end of amateur.
Yes, the official, yes.
But
now it's, there's no question. I'm going to be interested
In
to see
1 mile,
what
turn right
happens
onto Beebe
and
Avenue.
how coaches react to this after this is going on, and maybe a player is late for a practice because he's got something going on, or a player has so many of these other endorsements going on, and the coach thinks it's going to affect his play, and the coach gets pissed. I can see Nick Saban getting pissed quickly.
Well, what's going to end up happening there is you can be pissed at me.
Yeah.
I'll go play quarterback in a
Oh,
different
right.
school.
No, I know. I'm not saying it's wrong.
No, I know, but those things will come up.
I'm saying this is some more of that friction that's going to take place that we're not looking at.
Friction that I think is always going to be part of change. We'll see where water finds its level on this whole issue. 248-539-9797. More ticket text to get to. More of your thoughts.
Stay
and
in
then
the
at 11
second lane
o'clock,
from right.
Phil Mickelson said, I'm not playing the Rocket Mortgage Classic again, and he gave a reason, and we will fill in all the
Turn right
gaps and the
onto Beebe
blanks and
Avenue.
talk through it.
Then the destination is on your right.
Well, it's just going to be a beautiful weekend tomorrow. It's supposed to be spectacular, and it's going to be nice and hot for the 4th of July weekend. Stock up on Coppercraft Distillery's products, and I'm talking about the canned cocktails in particular. You get your cooler all set up. You're going to want to throw in the canned cocktails, the big bubbles, the gin and tonic, the whiskey lemonade, the new flavors they have this year. 4 new flavors. Iced tea lemonade,
In a
black
quarter
cherry
mile,
whiskey,
the
a
destination
Moscow
is on
Mule,
your
and a
right.
rum punch. That's right.
31650 Davie
Coppercraft
Street.
Distillery now makes a rum. Check out the rum. You can check out the other spirits they have. The clear spirits are delicious for this time of the year when you're making those summery drinks, like the citrus flavored vodka, regular vodka they have. You want gin, Coppercraft has you covered with gin. I personally love the bourbon and the blended bourbon in particular. They are award-winning. Most of these products, in fact, have been award-winning. The bourbon took home double gold in the International Spirits Competition. That's good. They took home a couple of golds and silver at the Can Challenge last year with the ready-to-drink cocktail category. I'm telling you, you've got to try it out. Show some love for a Michigan-made product. You can learn more on their website at coppercraftdistillery.com. Coppercraft Distillery. Never when it's young, only when it's ready.
The
Please
destination
drink
is on your
responsibly.
right. 31650 Davie Street. Arrived.